Okay, before moving on to the next script, let's save this one in a file and see how to call it up via a toolbar button or menu item. In the script editor file menu, I select Save As and save it under the name chainmaker2.ms in the scripts folder in the main Max folder. If you save your scripts here, they will be easy to find and open because MaxScript looks for scripts here by default. As you know, Max provides several ways to customize its user interface, including adding commands to toolbars or menus, binding hotkeys to them, and so on. All this is done through the Customize UI dialog. The various commands are arranged in categories and can be dragged onto toolbars or menus to customize the UI. MaxScript provides a way to add new scripted commands to this list so you can add scripts to the UI in the same way as you do built-in commands. This is done with a macro script definition, which looks like this. It starts with the reserved word macro script, followed by the command name, and some keyword parameters, and then a body in parentheses containing the script for the command. The category parameter specifies the command list category in the Customize UI dialog to which this command should be added, and can be either an existing category or a new one you make up, which I've done in this case. I've also supplied some tooltip text which is used if the command is installed in a toolbar. Let's evaluate the definition, Control E, and reopen the Customize UI dialog, and we see we now have our new category and the ChainMaker tool in it. This new command can be installed in any toolbars or menus or have a hotkey assigned, but for now I'll add a new menu called My Tools and insert it into the main menu bar just before the help menu and add my new ChainMaker command to it. Let's close the Customize UI dialog, and here's the new menu with the ChainMaker item. I select it and it opens the ChainMaker tool. Great! Let's look at the body of the macro script quickly. It can basically be any script you like. In this case, I'm using the fileIn built-in function, which is equivalent to the run script menu item. It takes the name of a script file as a parameter and runs it. The if statement makes sure I only run the script if the tool is not already open. It says, if the ChainMaker rollout hasn't yet been defined, or the dialog is not open, then run the ChainMaker script file. Before I run it the first time, the ChainMaker 2 rollout definition doesn't exist, so I need to handle that case with this test. And the rollout has a .open Boolean property that tells me whether it's open in a dialog or not already. Finally, I declare the ChainMaker2 variable as a global so that the first time it runs, the use of ChainMaker2 here in the if statement doesn't assume it's a local variable. Forgetting to make appropriate global declarations in a script like this is actually a common source of errors, so I'll explain that in a little more detail. When we run the chainmaker2.ms script file, the rollout definition inside it assigns the definition to a global variable named chainmaker2. Before we run it for the first time, the global is not yet defined. Okay, recall that as yet undefined variables inside blocks automatically get declared as local if you don't explicitly provide a local or global declaration for them. If I'd written the macro script without the global declaration, say like this, then the first time it runs, chainmaker2 would not have been defined, and so MaxScript would automatically have declared it to be a local variable. Recall also that local variables hide global variables of the same name, so this script would never see the global definition of the chainmaker2 rollout made by the chainmaker2.ms script. By declaring chainmaker2 explicitly as global up here, I prevent MaxScript from automatically declaring it as local, and so the macro script code will see the rollout definition correctly on subsequent runs.